So how can you be an effective teacher? And if students were able to run the class in school, what would they do differently? Well, if you want to know the answer to these, the best way to find out is to ask students themselves. In this video, I interviewed 3 of my students, Cassie, Aiden, and Tatiana, to find out their perspective about these questions. And this is a part 2 video, so if you haven't already, go ahead and visit part 1. I'll put the link somewhere right here so you can visit part 1 of the videos. And if this is the first time of meeting, my name is Gabriel Vigil. I've been teaching in Southern California for 18 years. And my goal for this channel is to create a place where us teachers can come together to share strategies, share stories, and to build a support system for each other. Enjoy the video. Please introduce yourself. We'll start with you.
Okay, I'm Cassie King, 8th grade student of the amazing Mr. Vigil.
Okay, don't butter me up. Go ahead.
I'm Aiden Estrada, and I'm Mr. Vigil's student.
I'm Tatiana Sierra, and I'm in 8th grade.
Perfect world. You're in charge, right, of the school. I mean, what kind of changes? Because as teachers, we're always constantly talking about what can we do differently in our classroom, in the school, anything else. Now, I know you're very involved in school as well as outside of school, sports and everything else. But if you can make a change, what kind of change would you be interested in making to make the school better?
The food.
Why do you guys always go to food? Something beyond the food.
Yes.
Come on. Now, here's my complaint about that. How much you guys pay for the food?
No.
Then what are you complaining about for the food if you don't pay nothing for it?
I said $3.99.
$3.99. So, but what kind of change? Because seriously, because you've spoken at the board, you've done many things, and you actually have a little bit of influence. And I guarantee that when you get to high school, you're gonna have a lot of influence in high school, just the way you are and you carry yourself and the people you talk to. And so, what kind of changes would you like to see that would make the school better or even the district better?
I feel like maybe if they don't really focus on like just how they can do like as a class, like maybe if they see like students or whatever like
See
down or whatever.
them as individuals or just
No, like if like they see a student that's like maybe not having a good day, just don't like assume that like something's actually happening. Cause some teachers like they'll just assume and they won't really talk to you. And I feel like maybe the district and like some of the teachers can like maybe
Do that?
like put more effort in.
Okay, more effort into.
Like the students also.
Okay, so like talking to you when you're down, or just getting to know you, or.
Yeah, getting to know you. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, getting to know you.
All right. How about you, Aiden?
It's not really my place to say because I'm not really that kind of person to like do like say stuff like that. I'm just there to
Get the job done.
get the job done. I'm not trying to change stuff because right now I'm so used to it that if it gets changed like that, I'll just lose what's going on.
That's true. Like
and I'm
you're
like-
already used to it.
I'm so used to it that if it changes rapidly, I'm like, okay, what do I do? Then I'll be asking too many questions, and then I'll think I'm bothering.
All right. Now you're the activist, so how about you?
You know me so well. Dress code.
Dress code.
Yes, I agree. We all should have uniforms. I agree with you 100%.
I'm
No?
gonna stick this in your hair.
You don't think we should have uniforms?
No.
Well, anyways, what you want the dress code?
Okay, so like the stupid things about dress code, like you can't show your shoulders, no spaghetti straps, you can't like wear ripped jeans that have too many holes. The stupid stuff from the dress code take off. Like this, for example, I read the dress code and it said that there can't be any like drastic hair colors. For example, this is drastic. My hair is red, and because it's a distraction or stuff like that. It's stupid. It really, really is.
When I was a kid, in like, I think it was 3rd grade, I dyed my hair. I dyed it the red that she has. And the teacher said, you can't have that. And then I said, why? And then they said, it's going to be a distraction. And then I said, who in the world is going to look at the top of my head?
You had green hair for a while, didn't you? Oh, was it green or blue?
It was
was
blue.
blue.
But I also had green hair. And then another teacher said something about that. And I said the same thing, like, who's gonna really want to take the time out of their
Exactly.
day to look at the top of your head?
Exactly. Like, unless someone's giving you a compliment about the color that you dyed your hair, there's no other way that would be a distraction. And even then, a compliment is a few seconds. Like, I had people walk up to me, like, that I don't even know. They'd be like, I like your hair, and they'll walk away. It's not even, like, 2 seconds of their time.
Once again, us old folks, think we know how it is to be a teenager because we were a teenager at one point in time, when I was your age thing. What's one thing that you think we don't know about? What's one thing different, your generation, our generation, that would help us understand you guys?
We were expected to do so much.
So,
That
Aiden,
put stress on us.
You think?
Our mental health.
For me, my parents expect me to be the greatest,
Yeah.
to do the best. And there's times where I think they fail to realize that it puts so much stress on me that there's times where I buckle down under that stress and I fail
Oh,
their expectations. And it's just sucks because we are in this. You guys were born in a different generation.
yeah.
You guys were born before all this. So now in this new era, we are expected to be so much more. But in reality, there's things that only us kids can do to a certain extent.
Exactly. I would also like to add
Only
on.
us.
Wait. Out there, let's hear it. Tatiana first, then and we'll get your last word in. So finish Aiden through.
But you made me forget. You made me forget. Wow.
But I think we're saying, man, just is a lot of pressure, especially in today's age.
Oh yeah, now I remember.
I'll get you a pass.
I remember now. Certain kids can only do certain things to a certain extent. Me, I can only do so good in math that I have a C, because it's very hard to do.
The pressure, and they expect a lot from you. Tatiana?
Wait, what was the question again? Sorry.
As far as what's one thing us older generation would benefit from knowing about you guys and what's different with you guys?
Oh, the difference in like attitudes. Like some of us, like our attitudes can like we wake up with different attitudes every day, or it could change by something that happens during the day, and it can just change it for the rest of the day.
So if we know that, then hopefully we can respond better. Is what you're thinking of?
Because you guys would like maybe assume that everything is okay, or just like we're just in a bad mood, just let it be. You know?
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, final word. I would have to say mental health because there's a lot of people, including my parents and teachers, that don't understand that sometimes my mental health, because I am diagnosis and everything, but like it could like take like a really big toll on me, and it will cause me to lose mental, physical, and emotional energy, and I just can't. Like half the time, I struggle to get out of the bed in the morning. And like my parents struggle to understand it. My teachers struggle to understand it because like sometimes I can't get an assignment in. The paper that you keep asking me to turn in and to get signed, it's because I'm in the process of moving and I just don't have the mental and physical energy to remember it. And so it's just like really, really hard, and like Aiden said, pressure upon pressure upon pressure, and stress and stress and stress about being so great and about being this amazing person and doing great things. But how am I supposed to do all these great things and just completely ignore my mental health and just my self-care?
Along with the
I can't be perfect, and I can't do the things that everyone wants me to do while taking care of myself, because last time I tried, I got called selfish. So mental health is the biggest thing that I think that adults need to understand.
Aiden?
Along with stress, this is like for me in general. With the added stress, I have ADHD, so I can't focus 100% of the time. I can hear everything that goes on at the same time. I could hear a bunch of people talking while you talking up front, but I can't understand a single word you say because I'm being bombarded with a bunch of things that are super. For other people, it doesn't like do anything to them, but to me, I'm so hyper and I can't do anything normal. So
It goes back to that being overwhelmed. Too much
overwhelmed, even with
Exactly.
ADHD. It doesn't help me with having that.
Also, can we get passes to
Well, I'm
class?
gonna walk you guys. Well, real fast. Last thing is, thank you guys for doing the interview.
No problem.
And shall I get you guys to class?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, I need.
Thank you for watching the video. If you like what you saw, please hit the subscribe button or click on one of the other links.